Alright, so I'm gonna quickly title this episode 0, because I at least wanted to explain why I'm even gonna start to do this, in case I forget in the future, which I tend to do because I just forget a lot of things. Um, I mean, I like playing video games. They've always been fun, especially as a kid. But as I get older, I either have less time, or it feels like, I don't want to say like a waste of time or anything, but it's like a lot of stuff just going on, and like how much pressure you're kind of put to. I don't want to say survive, but it's more like thrive. Um, you know, uh, I find like a smaller and smaller justification for why to play video games, and like I know they're fun. You know, I think getting involved into like a world that's more. I don't want to say structured, because not every game is like very very well structured to begin with, but you kind of know what to expect. Things make a little more sense. It's a new experience, and things like that. I think like in the real world are like really not that they're hard to come by, but they've been made very not accessible. Um, and I think one of the things that games can do for us as like a, I don't know, society or something, they're really meant to be, I think, experienced with people, even if it's like a single player game. um, you're meant to go through the experience, and kind of, it's supposed to either make you, not make you think, but like it's supposed to be a fun challenge, and it's supposed to be something that you can be like, oh, I beat this, or like, hey, this game's pretty interesting. um, it's supposed to be like a social thing, even if you play a game and you don't, I don't know, talk to anyone about it, or just you play it by yourself. um, you're kind of never by yourself. That game was still made by someone who either has something to say, thought of a fun idea, and wanted to share it, right? um, and I feel like one of the reasons that games have just been not as fun for me, right, is because I'm a pretty isolated person. I don't want to say like isolated like entirely. I go to work, I talk to coworkers, I come home, I have a girlfriend that I talk to every day. um, but you know um, the feeling of loneliness still kind of weighs on me sometimes, and especially when I'm playing video games, because she's not like too big of a gamer, my girlfriend, and she's the one I spend the most time with. And it's been like a really, wow, it's been a really long time since I've like played a game with someone. Probably the last time I did that was in high school, when I would play Super Smash Brothers on a 3DS, because I would get dropped off pretty early, um, and so would like a friend or two that I knew, and we would just all play. And they were pretty competitive, um, and I was also kind of competitive, so we just like playing that game. But the only other experience I've had with like games that I like really like invest my time in have been Pokemon. But even then, that game's quality has kind of, I don't want to say it's gone down, but honestly it kind of has. um, and even, I think middle school was like the last time that like I had played a Pokemon game, with somebody, and like we would battle and we would trade. um, and I just don't really know anyone that plays Pokemon like that. um, which again makes sense, because the games again have just not been very like engaging. But I mean, that's like something else for another day. um, and the reason that I don't even see what game we're playing. We're gonna be starting with Persona 3 Reload. um, I've never played a Persona game. I've played um, the I've only played like two Shin Megami Tensei games, which is what this is supposed to be a spin-off of, but it's kind of become its own thing already. And originally I was just gonna play one of the one that came on the PS2, I think, or whatever. But then I saw that this one had come out, and it was supposed to be a remake of the first one. I know there's like extra stuff in like the other versions, but this was just the most accessible to me. I got the Game Pass just to play this game, and it was because my stepbrother Andrew decided to recommend it to me, and I was like, you know what, why not? I've never played Persona games. I believe the first one that like started to like establish itself with what modern Persona is. At least from again what I've seen, I've never played a game. Um, so hopefully this is fun, and I just wanted to make this like a small introduction for myself, really, which is why I call it like episode 0. Um, and I hope I enjoy this game. I might not even end up recording or streaming the rest of it, but I just want to try something new, and that's what it's gonna be, a new experience for me, and hopefully whoever watches this, I guess.